whoosh. That's my architect talk over here. Oh yeah, I want to make it so you go down and you just whoosh away. I'm George Costanza, you know, I'm not really an architect, I just pretend to be one. Hey everybody, welcome to the Falcon one-shot. We are going to be taking a look at Poly Bridge here today. If you're wondering what Poly Bridge is all about, very good question to start the video off with. Poly Bridge is in its core just a physics bridge building simulation type of game where the only thing holding you back is your own imagination and your own creativity. There's certain ways to build bridges and get, you know, this little dude on that little bicycle going, not really a bicycle, more of a scooter if I had to imagine, right? That is a scooter. Moped, scooter, it's a scooter, moped. One or the other, whatever, that's besides the point. Let's get into the campaign really quickly and show you what I'm talking about here. I've made a little bit of progress for sure, but instead of over here racking my brains over a single puzzle for like the entirety of the video, let's go and do some of the ones I've already done just to kind of show off what I'm over here talking about. So right now, as you actually go down the line and proceed down the game as well, you'll be able to unlock things like, you know, steel beams, lines to hold up, you know, drawbridges, etc., etc. But right now, early game, you only have access to just roads and wood. Anyway. That's besides the point. So right now what we're going to start off with is over here is getting a road happening, right? So we could do road across through here, 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 and here. Seems pretty simple, right? It's like, oh, you're done, right? Let's actually start a simulation and see exactly if we're done. No, we're not done because there's nothing holding up that bridge. Unfortunately for that station wagon, I just sent them to their doom. Hopefully they were on vacation and there weren't kids in there. Actually, even the driver, I apologize for the driver too. Let's get some wood happening though. So how do we make this happen then? You're probably asking, well, let's come over here and set up some support beams so we can actually get this bridge up and running. So we could do bam through here, and let's connect this to that one right here. Now, there is a budget, as you can see up here, by 7,000. Right now, so far we spent 1,722. You could go over the budget for sure, but you kind of want to not do that in case you're trying to be, you know, min-maxy about it. But if you're trying to be really creative, you probably will be going over the budget sometimes, but it's up to you. So let's try this little recipe out over here and see if that actually holds it up. Right here is going to be a problem, but... Oh! I was trying to do that with as little budget as possible, but that's not enough for it, right? There's too much weight over here. So let's go ahead and do some wood, and we'll probably place this bad boy like... I don't know, let's go down through here, and through here, through here, and through here. Now the problem is this right here is not being held up, so if I wanted to start the simulation like that, again, we're still running the problem where the wood is connected for sure. Oh, but that was enough though! Haha! Look at that! So we basically went ahead and completed this mission with only half of the budget that was required of it, so that's pretty good, I would say. Let's go into the next one really quickly. I was actually worried about that one, but it went pretty good. For this one, though, we have two cars. Now, of course, they're not station wagons, so they should weigh a little bit less, but still, it's still two cars to deal with, and we have a longer road to go through here. So let's start off the same old way that we did. Now, mind you, you don't necessarily have to make a straight-up road like that. I could basically get creative and be like, hey, I want this, this, and this, blah, 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 and then build our support based on that alone. But since, again, I mentioned I don't want to be the entire video doing one crazy concoction alone. Excuse me, sir, do you mind just am-scraying on out of here? There you go. I'm going to do what I've done before and actually worked out. I will get crazy on one of them down the line pretty soon, I will show you that. But for now, let's go road straight up across. Again, we do have a budget we want to meet, so I don't necessarily want to go over that because, you know, I'm trying to be a little bit min-maxy about it, I guess, after all. So, right now we have the road set up, which is ideal. Now, we only have one area to kind of connect this to, which is down over here. So what I could do is, let's see. We want some support for this one as well, but we want this to be actually holding that up. So what for this one what I could do is probably go down this way. Can you connect to that one? Ah, a little bit too far away, unfortunately. So we'll do somewhere like halfway down the line and connect to that. And then you, my friend, could probably connect to this. And let's see if we can kind of replicate what we did on this side over here. I'm really anal when it comes to setting this up properly, but I make no promises for the premise of this video because I'm trying to keep it kind of short. Off camera, I'm over here just kind of dictating one piece to another and making sure, like, is it symmetrical? Is it not? Oh god, I can't have it not be symmetrical. So, you'll forgive me if I'm not being that way right now. And if you're the same way, you probably understand what I'm talking about by saying that. So, let's see if this holds up. I don't think it will because there's not enough support over here. Maybe by connecting these two it'll work out. But again, trying to keep into the budget into consideration here. Let's see if this works out. Again, they're city cars, so it just might. Haha, it totally did. Perfect. Alrighty, both of you across. And that was quite below the budget as well. Almost half like the last one was. Let's go into the next one over here. So for this one we have definitely a longer one. Our budget is now 10,000. Now we're doing the city car and the station wagon, so we'll definitely need a bit more support for that one. So let's start off with just our basic road over here and go down through here, 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 here. Yeah, this is all simplistic. get you from one end to the other. Down here is where the fun really begins, so let's go and grab our wood. Not literally, don't do that. Alright, so let's see if this works out. I don't think it probably will, but let's give it a try here. We're at a little bit over halfway of the budget. So, oh my god. That was instantly failure. Let's try this again. Oh boy. Alright, let's do that and that. Again, now we're definitely spending a little bit extra money to make this happen, but so be it. That's the charm of the game itself. There's no right or wrong way to actually complete something unless you're trying to, you know, limit yourself by min-maxing for sure. But if you're trying to have a little bit of fun with it, you can definitely simplify it for yourself and make it a little bit wacky at the same time, too. What happens if I did this, for instance, out of curiosity? That won't be able to reach. It's too far. Let's try this concoction out over here. Seems a bit more sturdy. Yeah, that should definitely do it. Oh, by the way. Oh, the station wagon killed it. Well, this time the city hall, listen to this guy. The city car just gave the finger to the station wagon. It was kind of like, oh yeah, well, I died last time. This was your turn. I turned the stress on, by the way, which will show you. Let's do this one more time with the stress on. As you can see, this guy's over here passing by relatively easy. Down here, you saw how this was red, right? That is where the problem is lying at, and by turning the stress on, you will be able to see where your problem point is. So right here is where we're having trouble holding up the station wagon. Let's see if just holding it up, like through here, will help us out a little bit, because there's a little bit more support happening for this area. So, as we can see, he's going through. Oh, no red. This should do it. There we go, that's what we needed. We need a little bit more support to hold this up, this area, but there you go. So this one, we went quite over the halfway marker of the budget, but we're still under the budget, which is good. Let's go into the next one. Is this a jump? No jump just yet. There's a scooter jump that I want to do before we are done here. This hippie wagon that was actually holding me up. Now, the hippie wagon, if I remember, this is a slant, right? So we could do through here, here, and maybe through here. Let's see if this actually works out for us. Now, for this one, if I remember here correctly, I went with wood. And I did like this little weird triangular setup, and it worked out for me just enough. So let's see if I could kind of emulate this one more time here. So we'll do this. That should just about... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that was a lot of stress down there, but we got through it. Perfect. Next one. Here's the jump, right? There is the jump. We'll probably wrap it up after this one, but I wanted to show off the jump before we finished off over here. So this is a really interesting one because you can see there's marker points over here. Now this one is limiting you to only using 2 roads, meaning what I could do is actually set up a ramp like so, and then probably even set up another ramp to actually catch me. That's one way to do it, but again, the game is all about creativity and what you're going to limit yourself to. What I like to do is actually just make one crazy run of a ramp. So what I'm going to go with here is road like here, and then we want to arc up this way. So we want to just be like whoosh, you know? Whoosh. That's my architect talk over here. Oh yeah, I want to make it so you go down and you just whoosh away. People are like, what are you talking about? I don't know, I'm George Costanza, you know? I'm not really an architect, I just pretend to be one. So we'll do this and this, this and this, and that and that. Let's hold you up like so. And let's see if this works out. Oh, far away again. The reason why it's too far away is that I'm not really centering this between these two bad boys properly. Let's give this one a try. Nope. Not enough weight to actually hold up the front part right there. Oh my god. That guy just ate shit against this wall down here. Alright, so we need a little bit more support through this side. So, let's probably go down through here. Is that going to support it? Maybe. Yeah, that should be enough. So, yeah! Good on you, my friend. And we barely, well, we still met the budget, clearly. Under 3,000 of the 5,000 used. And now, the next one, as you can see, is going to be a further jump with the little city car involved and the scooter itself. So you got to get all these 2 guys aside. As you can imagine, that's going to be even a crazier jump, and you're being limited to only 5 roads as well. So there you go. I will leave you with that one. We are going to wrap it up here today. If you're interested in the game itself, I encourage you to check out the description below. There should be a link to the Steam page for the game itself. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Leave a thumbs up, leave a like. The support does mean a lot. And with this, I will leave you be. Start simulation. I will catch you guys later. Oh, good God almighty. That's terrible.